What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hope you guys had happy holidays. Now, what I got for you guys in this one, we're going to be talking about the first major update for Black Ops 6 and Warzone in 2025. They're going to be kicking off the brand new year with a pretty big title update. I'm going to go over all the details, the major changes, the patch notes, and the things that we know about it so far. We're also going to touch up on Season 2 a little bit. So if you do find the video informative or helpful at any point, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. So the first thing I want to let you know is that I am giving subscribers operator bundles just as a way of saying thank you over this holiday season. If you'd like a chance to win one yourself, all you got to do is comment down below your Activision ID and which operator bundle you want. This is yesterday's winner. I'm going to pick another one in just a couple of days, and I'll keep it going if you guys want me to. But let's go back into it. So we got a new update. This one is the update 1.65. We've talked about this one. We now have the release date of this update is going to be next week, and all these types of updates are usually downloadable on Tuesday. So Tuesday, December 31st, the last day of the year, but not everything will go live that day. Maybe we'll just have the patch notes, but the actual events won't start beginning until Thursday for the playlist update, and then Friday with the events. Now, the very first thing with this update is all holiday modes, themes, events, everything is going to be completely removed from the game. Now, what this means is Santa's Sleigh Ride Resurgence mode, that one is actually going to be leaving that same week that the update is going to be introduced for 1.65. The Archie's Festive Frenzy event, it has exactly a week until it fully expires. Now, the good news about that event is even when it does expire, if you haven't completed anything, Treyarch did promise that every single player who at least played during the time period is going to receive all these rewards, so you don't even have to complete or bother working on that event. They said once it concludes, they'll just hand the rewards out. And then the same thing for zombies, so Jingle Hells will be officially removed as soon as we end up entering into the new year. Quick word from our sponsor, Mitch Cactus. It's a store that can get you the most exclusive operators, help you unlock the Black Ops 6 Mastery camos, such as Dark Matter, Abyss, and Nebula. Right now, they're also running a huge Christmas promotion of up to 70% off all orders. They don't use unlock tools or mods, so you know it's 100% legitimate, and they have over 10,000 verified reviews on Trustpilot. You can use code Chidzo for a 5% discount. The link will be down in the description. Now, there's something pretty interesting for those of you guys who are interested in Black Ops 6. Apparently, Costco's selling a copy of Black Ops 6 for only $20. So you don't need the Costco membership. Apparently, if you go to CVS and you purchase a Costco gift card, they'll let you in without a membership. So then you'll be able to actually purchase this game without having to spend like that $50 or $60 Costco membership fee that they usually charge the members. And then on top of that, before going in or trying this out, be sure to check if your local Costco has it available. This is an in-store deal only, but you can check the app to see if they have availability. Now, although there's a lot of content involved with this update, it doesn't matter if the game itself is trash. I know there's a lot of problems with the server side stability, the hackers running around, and that just overall ruins the experience no matter how many brand new DLC weapons they add, or limited time modes, or operator bundles, or events. It just doesn't mean anything if the game is not enjoyable to play to begin with. Now, Raven did post on some changes they plan on doing, and they mentioned within the next title update. So they said here, as we approach the end of the year, we'd like to share some insight on what we're working on for Warzone. Cheating remains our top priority, particularly in a ring play environment, and we want to acknowledge the impact it's having on our players. We're working closely with Ricochet Anticheat's team to pinpoint the sources of this behavior and take the necessary steps to protect our players. This is a matter that we hold close to our heart as it affects everyone, developers and players alike. Now, on top of this, they're also going to be doing some other changes. So it says, we're continuing to prioritize server performance and enhancing game stability across the board. We have prepared key updates to movement for increased fluidity and resolve numerous issues with perks and challenges. Players can expect faster mantling speeds, rebalance perks, combat record, and the ability to close doors while running, which should definitely improve the overall feel of engagements. Additionally, we are addressing concerns with reviving mechanics. And then on top of this, they said on the investigative side, we're closely examining reported audio inconsistencies, lighting and visibility concerns, keyboard and mouse functionality, irregular UAV behavior, and discrepancies with contracts on the TAC map. Many of these improvements will ship shortly after the holidays. In the meantime, we wish you a joyful holiday season. So that means it's going to be coming in hopefully with the 1.65 update, which, as I mentioned, is scheduled for next week. So hopefully they're going to be taking care of that. Now, in the meantime, there is a lot of content that's going to be coming in with this update. First thing is we have a brand new event. This is going to be the Squid Game event. I did make a video covering this yesterday because there was a brand new trailer around a minute long that went over all the operator skins, the weapon blueprints, the bundles, the stuff like that that you need to know about the event. I already covered that, but just to summarize, this event is going to be starting the day after the update goes goes live. So you can expect it to be on Friday at around 10 a.m. The countdown is already available in the event tab. So if you take a look there, you'll see the countdown pop up. Now, they mentioned there are going to be limited time modes. So usually when they introduce events this big, they should last a couple of weeks. They haven't given us details on the exact event challenges and the rewards you'll be able to get from it. But from what they said in the tweet, they said jump into new Squid Game operators, weapon blueprints, and limited time modes on January 3rd. And then following that, there's going to be probably some sort of blueprints as rewards because they specifically mentioned that. And we do know we have one new DLC weapon that's going to be coming in, and that's going to be the Cleaver melee weapon, which we originally got to see in the Season 1 blog post. In terms of the LTMs, they're going to be available on all platforms, so it doesn't matter if you play Zombies, multiplayer, or Warzone, they're going to be available, and they're probably going to have something unique tailored to each particular area. Now, there's one thing I'm very curious about this content update is the fact that they mentioned it starts on January 3rd, but Season 2 doesn't start all the way up until the very end of that same month, which at the moment, Season 1 has an end date of January 28th, which means that we're going to have almost 4 entire weeks of this Squid Game collaboration. And I'm going to be very honest, whether you're a Squid Games fan or not, I don't think their LTMs are going to be so enjoyable to the point that you're going to want to play them, or at least the entire event is going to last a whole month for you to complete challenges. I'm pretty sure mainly people will be done with these within the first week or two, and then after that, it's probably going to go back to that same position where the game is stale and there's really nothing going on. So hopefully, maybe with the 1.65 update, the timer will get updated or changed and maybe shortened so we can start the Season 2 update mid-January. But as of right now, from what it's looking like, we're not going to start it until the very end of the month. And this is so far replicating what we saw with MW2. Season 1 was stretched out a little bit longer than it should have. And during the month of January, the player base actually fell a lot more than it did during the month of December. And that's like a big fear that I have. So I'm hoping that they have continuous updates even after Squid Game. They push out another update. If you guys recall, we have that 1.75 update. We don't know if it's actually the 1.65 update that we're getting this next week, or if there's another title update before the Season 2 update begins that they're going to introduce sometime in the middle of January to hopefully push us into the next update. But what are your thoughts and opinions on this? Do you think you can enjoy the Squid Games even for an entire month? Anyways, the next thing that we have are going to be the operator bundles. So there are still quite a couple of bundles that are available that are not yet added into the game. As we found out from their pattern, every couple of weeks they'll do a playlist update and they'll make the unreleased bundles viewable, and that's how you'll know these are the next bundles that are releasing. We have a couple of them which I'll go ahead and just share a bunch of photos. These are not yet released and they are still sitting in the files, so these are going to be upcoming operator bundles that we are going to see at some point during the month of January until we get towards the end of Season 1. And then alongside that, there's obviously the Squid Game operator bundles, which we know there's going to be 10 different operators and variants that'll be available, and those are all going to be releasing during the duration of that event. Now, following that, the next thing that I want to go over and talk about, Zombies will also be receiving an update at the very start of January, could potentially be within the same time frame of this update that we have, and that's going to be introducing directed mode for Citadelle de Morts. So as you guys know, they give you around a month or two to enjoy a Zombies map and play it, get all the early access rewards that you can for completing the Easter egg, and then they will introduce the directed mode to help players actually complete the event through a guided step-by-step mode. And during the COD pod, they mentioned that it was going to be introduced in the early year of 2025, so probably either before the Season 2 update or during the Season 2 update, so you can expect that that'll be added. Now, it is a good thing for the reason that if you guys want a camo farm or XP farm, you can do it in directed mode. I know currently at the moment, Liberty Falls is like that go-to to get your headshots complete. You get to like round 11, you keep it at that round, and then you work on the headshots. Citadelle de Morts gives you that potential to do the same exact thing, and there were so many different crazy glitches that people were doing on that map. I can't imagine what directed mode is going to be introducing to that, but at the moment, that's what we're expecting for Zombies. There also may be some bug fixes because there are a lot of issues currently going on that they didn't address before going on the holiday break for Zombies, which I believe they're probably going to fix when they're back. We also have this Trello board here in terms of patch notes for all the different platforms. I've read this before. So far, it hasn't been updated since that time, but I'll just go ahead and have the screenshot so you guys can see exactly what updates and bug fixes and things that they're mainly focusing on and working on. But anyways, that's all that I have for you guys here in this video. Once you get a little bit more details on everything else this update will contain, I'll have a follow-up video for you guys. But that's it for this one. I hope you guys found it informative or helpful. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But it's been your boy Citadelle, and I'll see you guys back on the channel again. Peace.